So I was in the shower and song comes on, Torn Wells, and I'm like, I'm just gonna pray that he repented and or I don't know. And like, I don't know, I just start jamming out and just kind of think and like I'm feeling really good. Like really, really good. And I'm like, either this is God or it's or but anyway, so I'm like feeling really good, jamming out and then I start like thinking of things and I'm like, what if they all actually do? What if they all actually do? And I'm like, and then that starts triggering like if it wasn't demonic before, it's like now either I'm prophesying, but this is what I kind of want to say. So first off, there's anyways, so like thought crosses my mind of what if, and I'm not agreeing yet, but I'm like, yeah, what if? And then it's like even the what if, it's like just made me, then it got to the point that I was like, but anyways, like, and that's kind of the thing. It's like the Bible kind of, I don't know, like sometimes like, so anyways, yeah, I was just kind of going off on a thing. It's like, what if this happened and this and that? And I'm like, not really putting like, I don't know. And then but then I don't know, then it starts kind of veering like, oh, and I'm, it's like, and I don't know, I didn't like pause, or I didn't even ask. I don't know, I don't know, I didn't like pause, but so I don't know, either this is true or it's like real. I don't know, but so I don't even want to. So like I'm thinking of things and I'm like, what if JD Vance actually is the Antichrist? I'm like, and I don't know, I'm like putting this in my head and I'm like, what if the tribulation started? And I'm like, what are the signs of the tribulation started? And but then that's where I'm like, I didn't really think too much on like desecrating the temple one. And well, first off, I was like, peace treaty. Well, and I don't want to get into that, but so this, I'm not saying this is true, but maybe what is true, I don't know, maybe that, like, I don't know, because like what I'm trying to get at is like, so what if like the tribulation started and no one knew? Like, what if it did start and no one knew? But anyway, so like I'm getting, so like let's say the tribulation started, and I'm thinking of like I go back to the two witnesses. Back when I was all on board. All these Christians, they're telling people are going to hell who aren't going to hell, and if I can just convince all these Christians who are telling people going to hell that who aren't going to hell, the world would be. And I'm like, and then I just and I was like, oh, I'm the witness. God told me to judge the church. The Bible says the witness only judges the church. And I'm like, and I went off on the, and I'm like, every time that thought crosses my mind now, I'm like, no. Anyways, but so I'm like, what if? And then I'm like, what if, but anyways, it's, yeah, so it's first off, church judged. First half of the tribulation is witnesses judging the church. That's literally what it is. Like, I mean, And also, I don't know, what I almost want to like say is like, why do you think God's going to return? Look at the church. It's like, you want God to come save them? Hello? Anyways, and then I start thinking, I'm like, and then I start thinking about that 23 prophecy, and I'm like, when did J.D. Vance desecrate the temple? I don't even know if that's what happened. I saw a picture. He was in front of an imam, title of article, ex-Muslim, saying this about J.D. Vance as he's kissing something in front of a Muslim. I didn't click on it. But anyways, I'm like, when did that happen? Was that like a month ago too? Like, anyways, not important. But and I'm like, what if? And it's like, what if? It's like, what if, all these Christians being beheaded? It's like, oh, did we already? I'm not saying, but it's like, what if it already started? And it's like, is the church being judged? And never. Anyways, what I'm trying to get at, I don't know. It's like, I anyways, I am not saying this is true. I'm just saying why. I don't know. It's like then I start wondering about, oh, wheats and tares, wheats and tares, weed and tares. I don't know. Sometimes my mind does that. Like my dog bit a woman. I'm like, why did she bite him? Adultery. I'm like, oh, is she Catholic? Adultery? I don't know. Is it other stuff in her? Anyways, unimportant. That might have not been true. Didn't need to put that there. Forget I said that. Anyways, I'm like, weeds and tares. Maybe I just, anyways, not important. Maybe this is, anyways. So like, wheats and tares. Never mind. There's like, I'm like mixing up everything. Never mind. Anyways, that's like, if I'm not like disrupting something, or it's like, anyway, it's like, are they just like, when I'm wondering, like, do I need to go do this? Like, do I need to go do this? And then I don't know. And then I wonder, it's like, should I go to that verse that's like, just let them into, I don't know, or it's like, no, I don't know, but I mean, maybe. I mean, it's like we allowed everyone to exist, and maybe a bunch of atheists at first, a bunch of atheists did maybe come to the faith. It's like, oh yeah, Christianity, this and that. Oh, everyone has their, this and that. Go do what you want, and then, but it's like no. But at the same time, it's like, don't go burn down a house. Like, I don't know, but like, and it's like, I don't know. It's like if atheists do see the Christians, if we did like get more into it, I don't know, would that have actually like, is me getting into it now?